What's up everyone, I'm CallumOnToast, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you two sets using Shadow Hitmonchan. And the thing that was special about these two sets is I lost the lead in all 10 games, but I was able to come back in 9 of them. So the team I was running was Shadow Hitmonchan with Thunder Punch and Ice Punch, and I was running Melmetal with Rock Slide and Superpower, and Noctowl with Sky Attack and Psychic. And we're just going to go straight into the battles now. Alright, so going into the first battle, we lead Hitmonchan into Wigglytuff, so this is terrible. We're not going to switch in Melmetal because they'll just switch out, so we switch in Noctowl. And they bring in Skarmory, so this is a hard counter to Noctowl. We get one Sky Attack off, and we get the second one off. And what we want to do here is we want to get rid of one of their shields. So obviously we're going to have to shield this, but we're going to get to the Sky Attack before they get to it. And even though they technically don't need to shield this, they want to keep their Skarmory nice and healthy. And we're okay to let it go down at this point. And now, this might seem stupid, but we're going to come in with Hitmonchan and completely farm it down. And then we're going to switch into Melmetal straight away. They bring in Scrafty. This is just a power up punch, so we're going to let it go through. We're going to build up to 2 superpowers, and then we're going to throw them back to back. So we get off the first one, we get off the second one. This will do slightly less damage now because we debuffed ourselves, but that's fine. And then we're going to come back in with Hitmonchan, counter it down, throw an Ice Punch, and then 2 counters, and then throw the second Ice Punch. And we managed to win that one with just 1 HP. You love to see it. Into the next game, we lead Hitmonchan into a Azumarill. So this isn't too horrible because we have Thunder Punch. We're going to throw the Thunder Punch, and then we're going to try and catch a nice beam or a play rough with Melmetal. And we catch the charge move. And it is a play rough, so that would have definitely KO'd the Hitmonchan. We're going to go for Superpower. And we're going to go for a second Superpower. It does quite a lot of damage. We're going to come in with Noctowl. We resist everything it can throw. Well, technically we don't resist Aerial Ace, but Aerial Ace is terrible. This was too quick to be a second Mega Horn, so we're going to let it go through, and it's just a Drill Run, which we double resist. The Azumarill comes back in, and now we switch into Hitmonchan. We get off a Thunder Punch. This will KO, so they're going to have to shield. Oh, they don't have shields, so... And we're not able to get to an Ice Punch there, but we're able to get to a Sky Attack and KO the Victory Bell. For some reason, I really have a problem trying to get excellence on the flying animation. I always seem to miss a bubble or two. Marowak, so this is really bad. We're going to go for the Thunder Punch. And then, again, we're going to try catch a move, but this time with Noctowl, as Noctowl resists both the ground and ghost type moves. So we're going to go for Sky Attack. This will do quite a lot of damage. We actually get an excellent this time, so that's good. They don't shield, which is okay. We're going to let the Body Slam go through, and we can't really shield this because they'll just shield and farm us down. So we're going to farm them down. Go for another Thunder Punch. They let it go through, so we're going to switch into Melmetal. We will shield this because it's super effective. Probably only does about 40 to 50%, but that's still quite a lot. Throw the Rock Slide, one Thunder Shock, and then another Rock Slide. We get a shield, and we're able to hit a third Rock Slide before they throw. And at this point we're happy with what Melmetal's done, so if it's a Hydro Pump we'll let it go through, but it's just a play rough. So that means we should get to another rock slide, but they reached the charge move just before us. We're going to shield this. We tried to switch there, but that's fine. We're going to undercharge because we wanted to farm it with Hitmonchan, but we didn't realise how low the Marowak was, so we were able to counter it down and then throw Thunder Punch into a Azumarill. Into the next game, we lead Hitmonchan into Shadow Hypno, so we're going to throw one counter and then switch into Noctowl. Again, we don't want to switch into Melmetal because it's our hardest counter and we're expecting them to switch out, but they don't actually switch out. We get a shield from them, so that's good, and then there's a CMP tie here, and we're risking that we can survive the Thunder Punch, which we do, and then we get off the Sky Attack. This won't KO, but it'll do quite a big chunk. And now Hypno is in farming range. We're going to come in with Melmetal and just hope that they don't have Fire Punch. But they do have Fire Punch, of course they do. They switch in Scrafty, so we're going to switch in Hitmonchan. Again, Power Up Punch, so we're not going to shield this. We're going to throw our charge move just as they're about to reach a second Power Up Punch. And they bring in Hypno, but we're able to counter it down before Confusion goes through. We throw the Thunder Punch, and if this lands, yep, okay, now it's pretty much GG's. We can comfortably reach 2 rock slides. So here's the first one. It gets shielded, and then we hit the second rock slide. And it actually doesn't KO, but we have a shield. And one Thunder Shock and it KOs. Into the next game, we lead into a Toxicroak. We don't really have much play here, so we're just going to throw a charge move and then let Hitmonchan go down. They shield, so that's quite good, and we're just going to let this go through. They went for the Sludge Bomb for some reason, and we're just going to farm it down, but we realise the charge move will do quite a lot, so we're going to shield. And it's another Sludge Bomb. And we switch instantly into Melmetal, and they switch instantly, but they have a Dugong, so well, it wasn't the best counter switch really, was it? And now, whatever they throw, it's not going to KO us like Earthquake will from Stunfisk, so we're not going to shield it. It was a Water Pulse, so it does a decent amount of damage, but that's fine. We hit the Superpower. If they don't shield, this will do over half, and they don't shield. And we're going to switch into Noctowl as soon as we can. Noctowl can tank 1 Rock Slide from this range. And we're not going to shield with Noctowl either, because Sky Attacks don't do very much damage. Again, we didn't hit the Excellent, but that's fine. They can't farm us down, because we double resist ground type moves. And they actually have Muddy Water, so that's not great. So we're going to shield this. We got the Thunder Shock through, and we can just hit the Superpower to win that match. And that's GG's there. So that was a 5-0 set, where we lost the lead all 5 games. Into the next set. This is actually the match that we lose. So we lead into a Azumarill. Again, this is okay. We hit the Thunder Punch, and we're going to try and swap into Melmetal. But the switch doesn't go through, so we have to shield this, and then the switch is actually going to go through after the charge move. So that's not ideal, but we can build up to 2 superpowers here. And this should get a shield, which it does. And now we're not going to bother shielding here. We're going to farm down with Hitmonchan. We felt like they over-farmed a little bit, so we're not sure how much energy they have, and that was pretty poor on my part for not keeping track. They bring a Azumarill back in. We go for the Thunder Punch. We reach the second Thunder Punch, and this will KO. and they have a Skarmory in the back, so we don't really have much play here. Skarmory can easily tank 2 Sky attacks from Noctowl, and it looks like they're over farming so that they can hit a Sky attack on my Hitmonchan as well. But in the end they didn't need to, because we were still a couple counters away from a Thunder Punch, and that's GG's there. Into the next game we lead into Shadow Victory Bell, so switch into Melmetal, they switch into Azumarill, so that's not really a counter to Melmetal, especially if they're not running Hydro Pump, which most Azumarills currently aren't. This was way too early to be a Hydro Pump, so we don't shield. We're going to throw the Rock Slide. A little bit of lag there, but we're still able to get the excellent. We throw another Rock Slide, and then one Thunder Shock, and the Azumarill goes down. And we're actually able to get to a Rock Slide against Victory Bell as well, so that's amazing. And we burn a shield here. We're going to come in with Noctowl. We'll let this go through because it's just a Leaf Blade. Still does a huge chunk. They switch in Mandibuzz, and even though we're a fighting type, we're alright with this. A bit of lag there and they get an extra Snarl in, which is a bit annoying, but that's fine. They don't shield the Thunder Punch, and you're going to see here that even though we're a fighting type and that's a flying type move, Aerial Ace is so bad that we can tank it quite comfortably. We're going to shield this one and farm it down. We'll go for Ice Punch. We actually don't reach the second Ice Punch, but that's fine because we can get to a Sky attack with Noctowl and take the win. Into the next game, we lead Hitmonchan into Galvantula. So we lose CMP here. They throw the lunge, so expecting them to possibly throw the lunge the second time round as well. So we're going to switch into Melmetal and catch it, which we do. And they switch into Azumarill. Azumarill will have a much better matchup now that I'm doing less damage. So we throw a Rock Slide. Again, this is just an Ice Beam, so let's play rough actually, but it's too early for a Hydro Pump. So we throw another Rock Slide, and we should get to one more Rock Slide before we go down. And Azumarill is now in farming range for my Noctowl. We're going to shield this, and then we're going to commit to farming it down. But they actually switch, so we're going to get off a Sky attack, and then switch into Hitmonchan and get off a charge move with Hitmonchan. And they have a Toxicroak in the back. This Sludge Bomb will do quite a lot of damage, but we're able to get to a Sky attack just about, and we KO the Toxicroak, and then one Wing Attack KOs the Azumarill, and we are able to take that game. Into the next game, we lead Hitmonchan into Toxicroak again, so we're going to do the same as last time. We'll just throw a charge move. I think we were out of sync there, but we managed to catch up, and we throw the Ice Punch. And we get a shield, so that's great. We'll come in with Noctowl, and we were going to shield if they threw, but they didn't, so we switch into Melmetal. This is too soon to be anything other than Sky Attack, so we'll let it go through. And we're going to go for back-to-back Rock Slides. We're going to shield this from Toxicroak, and then we're going to switch as soon as we can into Noctowl. We're not quite able to farm it down, but that's fine. They have a Diggersby, but it's not powered up fully. I assume that they're going to use some XL candy when they finally have the resources to do it and power it up to possibly level 50. But I'm not actually sure what moves it gets. I know it gets Fire Punch and Earthquake, but I wasn't sure if it has any sort of coverage move for flying types. So that's why I shielded there. But we're going to be able to win this one comfortably. And that's GG's. Into potentially the last game will lead into Victory Bell. So we're going to switch into Melmetal. They switch into Rapidash. So what's important here is when we hit our charge moves, because we don't want them to sneak in an extra Incinerate. So we shield here, we go for the Rock Slide, and then we should be able to get to another Rock Slide, but we panic and we hit the Superpower. So we could have actually won this matchup with a shield advantage as well, but that's a shame. We come in with Hitmonchan, we're going to shield this, and the counter's gone through. They bring in Victory Bell, we're going to go straight for Ice Punch, but they make a switch, but it's into Bastiodon, so we can stay in here. And we're going to absolutely chunk it down with counter. And we're going to throw the Thunder Punch. And now we can switch into Noctowl and comfortably take this match. It's just a Leaf Blade. Oh no, it's an Acid Spray. Okay, so if they had Sludge Bomb, then we might have been in a bit more trouble, but that's fine. And we're able to take that matchup. So that's a 4-1 set there. We only lost the first match. So there you have it. We lost the lead 10 times in a row with Hitmonchan, but we were able to come back in 9 of those games. If you want to see more videos using slightly off meta picks like Shadow Hitmonchan, then let me know in the comments and I'll try to come up with some more creative teams. And if you like the video, then obviously like the video, leave a comment, and if you're new, please subscribe. I'll be making at least one video PvP wise each week. And with that being said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.